The fall of a giant. How the Conservative Party lost its grip on Canada. The Conservative Party of Canada, once a dominant political force, is currently grappling with a significant crisis of identity and support. With Pierre Poilievre poised to reclaim his seat as opposition leader in an upcoming by-election in Alberta, the party's future hangs in the balance. This situation is further complicated by the recent emergence of Mark Carney as the new leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister, which has added pressure on the Conservatives to redefine their message and strategy. Just a few weeks ago, Poilievre was riding a wave of momentum. His rallies attracted enthusiastic crowds, and social media buzzed with support. Many believed he was on a clear path to becoming Prime Minister. However, the political landscape shifted dramatically with the onset of the election, leading to a rapid decline in public sentiment towards him. The once enthusiastic support has turned into skepticism, with many questioning whether he can secure his position in Alberta, a province that has historically been a Conservative stronghold. As Poilievre prepares to run in Alberta, the growing skepticism among his supporters is concerning. Even Rebel News, which was once a staunch ally, has begun to question his commitment to Alberta. They have raised concerns about whether he is perceived as just another politician exploiting the province's resources. This sentiment is echoed in the comments from constituents, with many expressing feelings of betrayal. Phrases like, "When Pierre put his elbows up, I was out," reflected deeper discontent among former supporters. Calls for Alberta sovereignty are becoming more common, with some voters feeling that Poilievre's actions have alienated them. The fear that he might win the seat only to neglect the riding is palpable, indicating a significant trust deficit. This shift in sentiment is not isolated. It mirrors a broader disarray within the Conservative Party itself. During the campaign, Poilievre's tight control over messaging left a vacuum that Mark Carney has exploited. Carney's entry into the political arena has led some Conservative MPs to adopt his talking points, diluting the party's distinct message and identity. This has created confusion among party members about what they stand for and how they should respond to Carney's rising influence. The confusion within the Conservative ranks was evident when Melissa Lantsman, a Conservative MP, struggled to articulate the party's stance on Carney's policies during a recent interview. This moment highlighted a critical issue. Conservative MPs are unsure of their messaging and identity in the face of Carney's rising influence. As some former Conservative voters begin to consider Carney as a viable alternative, the party risks losing its core base. The Conservative Party's identity crisis is exacerbated by the growing sentiment for provincial independence. Regions like Alberta, Saskatchewan, Quebec, and Manitoba are increasingly discussing separation from Canada, not out of hatred for the nation, but due to a profound disillusionment with federal governance. This sentiment poses a significant threat to the Conservative Party as it struggles to present a unified and compelling vision for the future. The recent federal election, held on April 28, saw Mark Carney's Liberals win a surprising victory, capitalizing on a backlash against the Conservative Party and the rising anti-Trump sentiment among voters. Carney, a former governor of the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, emerged as a strong candidate, leveraging his economic expertise and promises to tackle pressing issues like the housing crisis and economic instability. His campaign resonated with voters who were anxious about their economic future. In contrast, Poilievre's campaign focused heavily on domestic issues such as the cost of living and crime, but he struggled to connect with voters on a deeper level. His approach, which often involved attacking the Liberals for their record, failed to resonate as strongly as Carney's more nuanced and empathetic messaging. This disconnect became evident during the debates, where Carney's calm and business-like demeanor contrasted sharply with Poilievre's more aggressive style. Voters noted that Carney's lack of political experience was refreshing, while Poilievre's rehearsed lines felt stale and overly scripted. As the election results rolled in, it became clear that the Conservative Party had made significant gains in terms of vote share, yet they still fell short of forming a government. Poilievre's leadership was called into question, especially after he lost his own riding in Carleton, Ontario. This defeat raised concerns about his ability to lead the party moving forward. The Conservatives had previously held 120 seats in the House of Commons, but their failure to secure a majority in this election has left them in a precarious position. The broader implications of this election extend beyond the immediate political landscape. The rise of provincial independence sentiment is a significant concern for the Conservative Party. As regions like Alberta and Saskatchewan express frustration with federal governance, the party must find a way to address these concerns while also maintaining a cohesive national identity. The fear of fragmentation within Canada is real, and the Conservatives must navigate these waters carefully to avoid further alienating their base. For the Conservative Party to regain its footing, it must address these internal challenges and reconnect with its base. Poilievre has a considerable task ahead of him. He needs to rebuild trust with Albertans and articulate a clear, distinct Conservative message that resonates with voters. The party must also navigate the complexities introduced by Carney's leadership of the Liberals, ensuring that it does not lose its identity in the process. The question remains, can the Conservatives course-correct in time to prevent further erosion of their support? Or will the rising tide of provincial independence become a more attractive option for disillusioned voters? The stakes are high, and the future of the Conservative Party hangs in the balance. As the political landscape evolves, the Conservatives must adapt or risk becoming a relic of the past. The party's ability to redefine itself and reconnect with its core values will determine its survival in the coming years. The current situation is not just about political survival, it is about the future of national unity and representation in Canada. The Conservative Party must rise to the challenge and demonstrate that it can be a viable alternative for all Canadians, or it may find itself sidelined in a rapidly changing political environment. The Conservative Party of Canada is at a crossroads. With Pierre Poilievre's leadership under scrutiny and Mark Carney's emergence as a formidable opponent, the party must act decisively to reclaim its relevance. This situation is not just about political survival, it is about the future of national unity and representation in Canada. As the political landscape evolves, the Conservatives must adapt or risk becoming a relic of the past.